Hello and welcome. Today we're in a very dark, wet, windy Billund in Denmark, and I want to take you through the sculpture park, or the second half of the sculpture park, back to my hotel, just to show you how well lit the path is at night. So we'll get you forward facing. So the time now, just the dark nights are starting to come in. This is filmed in the first week of September. So today is September the 8th and it is 8:34. So it is a miserable evening. Actually, I quite enjoy this sort of weather, but I've got to sort of make it a bit more dramatic. But yeah, it's not been rain-wise. It's not been that pleasant because it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. But I have been wanting to try and do this video and videos like this for a good while, with regards to what it would be like, for example, to walk out of the Lego hotel in the evening back to the hotels up at the top, or what it's like to come from the airport to your hotel if you get a BA flight that lands in the evening. That's if you're coming obviously from the UK. So I thought, well, there's not really going to be much more of a worse weather than this, because you've got the dark night starting to come in, you've got the dark rain clouds on top as well, and it's heavily raining. So we'll see how well the camera copes with it, and then you guys and girls can make your own minds up. I know what a lot of you are going to say. You're not going to like that, because that is as dark as what that camera is picking up, and that is paths that way, whereas obviously this bit is lit. So I can imagine one or two of you going, I don't quite like the trails being there, but other people it might not matter. Obviously it's just, this is solely being done for if you think you would be okay doing it by yourself. So I am by myself. I'm completely, there's nobody about at all. I'm solo visit this time, so there's nobody here at all, and I'm at the Lego holiday village. So we will pass a couple of hotels before we get to mine. I'll do the whole run. It's not the whole bit, because there was no point me starting right at the beginning, because the beginning was brighter than this. So I don't want to put you into a false sense of security. This is as bad as it's going to get, basically. So if you're happy with this, when you get down to the bottom end, it just gets better. So, but I think it's well lit. There's no dead spots. Don't forget though, where it's like now with the camera struggling, I can see it absolutely fine by eye. So there'll be one or two bits that the camera won't pick up, just because the weather is so shocking, and not obviously all cameras can perform well low light. So that is as dark as it makes out to be. This not as dark as what it's making out to be currently, because where you can just see the line and you can't see the shine on the pavement, you can, depending on how I hold it. So like that, for example, is what I can see, and I can still see it when it's like that. But then when we go out of the light and come back in, it won't pick it up on the camera. So take it with a pinch of salt. So like now it's gone dark again, where it should just be the same, and it's not. But yeah, well, it is what it is with that. So if you wonder what this is and you haven't seen any of the videos, there are sculptures, like one directly in front with a naked rhino, sorry, a naked hippopotamus, that one. So he's sat looking very proud of himself. They are available in the playlist. So a lot of this kind of video I do in the how to get around, so they're obviously in the how to get around playlists, because I do it in, well, we'll be doing it for London, hopefully Germany. Obviously we've done it for Dubai. I'll get further afield next year, which is the plan. If the channel grows sort of at the pace that I'm hoping it to by Christmas, then we might be venturing out a little bit further afield. If not, then obviously I'll keep it more local. So I do massively appreciate everybody that likes and subscribes to the channel and everything else like that, and obviously shares the videos and things, because it massively helps with the algorithm and all the confusing side of YouTube that nobody can understand. But the planes, as you can hear, are still taking off, and we are about to come up to the Lego hotel, well, one of them on the left hand side. If you're wondering what's the right hand side, there's nothing there, it's just grass and water. So as long as you stay on the path, you will be absolutely fine. I can see the water off the lights. It's big, it's deep as well, so again, you want to have a look-see during the day so you can understand the difference. It's just the sculpture part. We've done it both ways, and now what we've been doing is keeping eye on what the building work was going on for the track that's been taken apart. And I think I've just seen a new sign, and now I don't think it's going to be houses, or it's not all going to be houses. It looks like there's running tracks and all sorts being put in there, so it looks like it's more of an activity section for big ones and little ones. It's almost like it's what this is, with regards to you can just run around and do a loop round. So two options from here. You can obviously go that way where it's main road and it's lit both sides, past the Lego Hotel, across the top of the Lego Hotel, and that if you're staying there, that's the way you would go, and that's obviously even much more lit that way than it is this way. This way it takes you up to the back of the castle, but it's still easier if you went the other way because you won't get muddy. You've got the number 8 hotel that we can get to this way. You've got the lodge, which is to the right hand side. I can see it, but the camera cannot. And then you got the Landia, and then finally I will get my sorry self back in, and then try and find out where my shower's located. So that'll be a fun one. Hopefully there's one available, so we will see, because I found out that the Billund do different types of accommodation for different prices, and one of them that they do is they make their room smaller by just taking away your wash facilities, and then you have to use the wash facilities on site. But it's not quite glamping, because it's a bit more, there's too much to it, because you still got your kitchenette and everything like that. So we will see what happens if you need a wee late at night and it's like this. Would you just put a peg on it? Do you just forget about it, or do you just get out? Do you just get out and go? It would be tonight of all nights. I bet it's not rained much up this way. I bet it's been absolutely splendid, and they've gone, no, now what we're going to do, we're going to rain all night, just so when I try and get out of my room later for whatever reason, I'll just get wet. The one thing I think that room is missing, I know this isn't the accommodation one, but it will remind me when I put that together, is you haven't got anywhere to put clothes. That's one thing that's missing. Like now, this is soaking wet and dripping, and I can't hang it up anywhere. I've got nowhere to put it, not that I've seen anyway, unless I've missed a cupboard door or something. But it's literally one big room, beds and kitchen. So I don't think it's going to be that missable. But if they made the decking slightly shorter, they could have potentially put that in. But there's method behind the madness. And don't forget, I know they're coming out of season. They'll close at the end of this month. That's probably a reason why they do close it this month, because they open up and it's always sunny. They don't actually need it. So I understand that, I get it, but this happens to be tonight of all nights. Whereas if I stayed in the one that I stayed in last time, I could just jump straight in the shower for this and jobs are good. But I wanted to experience it and see what it was like. I think it'd be good. It'd be good fun. But you can see how well that is now picking it up with the yellow chin with the lights, but you just can't see the grass in front of it, even though I can. So yeah, like I said, take it with a pinch of salt. It is coming through a little bit darker through my screen, but I don't know what it look like on the laptop, because I don't know if this screen's actually turned up. So I might be saying all of this and be like, good grief, it picked up more than what I could see, and it could be lying the other way. But we're not too far from home now, so all we do, we'll cross over. I will show you the accommodation, well, not show you the accommodation, I'll get to the front door of the accommodation, or the front of the holiday village at least, because I have no idea when it's going to be uploaded compared to the rest of them. And that will be today done. 17 videos finished. We are 14 batteries in, so I've charged them back up again, but we're 14 in. We're in the second memory card already. That memory card for 4K had enough for 4 hours. Don't forget I've got the other camera as well that I've been using, so been on a mission. I'll get back and it'll all be rubbish. It'll all be unusable. Right, main road, lights, wetness. So I just hope it's not being too jittery. That's the only thing, because obviously now it is pitch black. But you can see how well all the lights are at the front and everything else. So I think it does a nice thing. I've not noticed these before in the hedge either. I think they're a nice touch. They've obviously been there for a while, but I've never spotted them before. I'm not 100% sure what that car's doing. It seems to be having an absolute nightmare. Okay, I'm sure it's on the wrong side of the road, but I know they drive on the opposite side to the UK, but I think it's on the UK side. But I want to keep it nice and exciting. Question is it going left or right? Can I just get over? It's being beeped at now. Not getting involved, not getting involved. No idea what that was about. So that building there where it says Legoland Holiday Village, that is actually closed up for accommodation for showers, even though the lights are on, which is a bit weird, because that is a shower and toilet block which is right next to me, but you need a key code. Sorry, you need like a swipe key to get in. So the one that I'm in is slightly different, but they've obviously, because they are winding down, that obviously they're not using everything. So if you're thinking of staying here next year, hopefully I've got all the bases covered on the 2 or 3 visits that I've been, and then hopefully I'll help you plan, because I've stayed in two or three different types of accommodation staying there now, and it's always suited me. But the room, when you see the accommodation video, I would say that if you're meeting up as a group of mates and it's a mix of you, like male, female, you would want the version with the partition wall in, not the open space one that I've got. So nearly there. That wind's getting worse and worse. So nearly done. So guys, that's it. I'll call it quits there, because I don't want to get the camera damaged. It's just not worth it now. It's getting heavier and heavier, especially with this wind. But if you can like, subscribe and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Hopefully this footage is usable. Hopefully you get the understanding of what we're trying to do. But guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys take care, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Ta-da.